Welcome back to Knucklehead Garage. Today I'm starting my own project. A couple weeks ago, I convinced my dad to get this free golf cart that was 5 houses down. We loaded it onto the trailer and now we're ready to work on it. But first we need to give it a wash.
While the seats are drying over here, just a quick walk around and let you know what we do know about this golf cart, which is not too much. First thing, it's a body style that I've never seen before. I really like the slant nose, kind of reminds me of Speed Racer. It also looks like it is a PS store wagon golf cart, which we don't know anything about. If you guys know anything, please comment below. The tires are not in great condition. They've got some dry rot, but back to the drivetrain, we could take a look at that. It is a electric motor. There's no batteries, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to determine whether it works before we invest in batteries. And there's a whole lot more other wiring in here that we gotta figure out. But I think that's gonna be the next step, is try to figure out if the motor works.
We finished cleaning it up yesterday. It looks really good, and we brought it into the garage to start looking at the drivetrain.
We did some initial measurements of the motor just to see if it was good. We did some continuity checks and some resistance checks, and it wasn't looking good. So my buddy Joe came over, who's an expert in motors, and we actually got this thing out of here, and we actually quickly identified the issue. We've got the motor sprawled out here. We've got the stator, we've got the rotor. The issue was with the brushes. So this guy is actually supposed to be connected to this brush, just like it is in all 3 other ones, but it's not. So I started looking. I think I can buy some replacement brushes that we can just swap in here, reassemble this thing. So now we just gotta wait for a couple days for parts to come in.
1 week later.
It's been about a week. We got all the parts in. We got new brushes here. Mabel's measured a couple of them. It looks like they're gonna work. Mabel's also gonna clean up where the brushes contact the motor there. But Mabel, you ready to get this thing back together and see if it actually works?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
We got this all cleaned up. We switched out the brushes, so we're ready to reassemble.
All right, let's do it.
First, we reinstalled the bearing retainer into the motor end cap. Next, we bolted the brush assembly with the brand new brushes into the end cap. Putting the rotor back required 6 hands to make sure the brushes were sprung back and out of the way. This rotor shaft was a tight fit and required a couple tries to get it fully seated, but we were able to get it with a bigger hammer. Before we attached the stator, I went through and blew out any dust and debris that was in the end cap, rotor, and stator. We wanted to make sure the motor was as clean as possible before it went back into the cart. The last step was attaching the end cap to the stator. The first bolt was easy, the second bolt wasn't working until we realized we were using a bolt from the other side of the motor that was too short. Oops. We've got the motor as assembled as we can here and we're ready to bring it to the golf cart to get it installed.
Now that we've got the motor installed, we've got it hooked up to a power source. This is 12 volts. The motor is actually 36 volts, but we just want to see if we can get the wheels to spin. We've got the wheels and tires off the ground, which I think we've got it in a configuration that if Mabel applies 12 volts, we should be able to see the wheels spin in one direction. Not sure which one. Mabel, you want to apply some power? Oh, yeah. I think we've got a working motor. So I'm going to do one more thing to just see if we can spin. Was that forward or reverse? That was forward, right? Try it again. Forward. So we're going to see if we can get this motor to spin in reverse. And if so, I'm going to call that a win, and then we're going to talk about what's next. All right, hopefully this goes in reverse. Let's see. All right. Good stuff.
So far, we've only spent $95 to get the motor going. And next episode, we're gonna dig through the electronics and see what else I wanna do with this thing. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share to stay tuned. But to end this episode, we're gonna try and get this thing moving on the ground. Are they straight? Okay.
Are you ready for the first ride?
Yeah.
Reverse or forward?
Reverse.
You sure?
I hope so.
All right, let's see. Just touch it.
It's sparking.
Hold it. Oh! All right. 12 volts enough to move it. Nice job, Mabel. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Quit.